Hi everyone. Welcome back to our channel, where we talk about the science of staying healthy without boring you to tears. Today's episode is dedicated to your body's most fierce warrior and protector, your immune system. We'll explain how vitamins and minerals affect it, and how to make sure you get plenty of them in your diet. We'll also talk about some considerations, such as megadosing, so you can make sure you take your vitamins the right way. By the end of this video, you'll know how certain nutrients support your ability to fend off infections, regulate inflammation, and keep you feeling your best. As always, we provide science-backed content with references because you deserve only the best quality information. Make sure to check them out in the description below and share your thoughts or comments. First of all, let's take a moment to imagine your immune system as a well-trained army. Each cell or soldier has their own specialized tasks. Some stand guard at the entrances to your body, like your skin and the lining of your nose, and others roam around, seeking out and destroying invaders. But every army needs supplies, energy, weaponry, protective gear. That's where micronutrients like vitamins and minerals come in. They're literally the behind-the-scenes crew making sure your immune soldiers can do their job. Our bodies either don't make these nutrients at all or make them in tiny amounts. We need to make sure to get enough through our diet, and sometimes supplements. The first crucial vitamin on our list is vitamin A, the one that keeps the barriers strong. Vitamin A is like a bodyguard for the entry points, like your skin and the mucous membranes in your lungs and nose. When these barriers are strong, germs have a much tougher time getting in. Vitamin A also influences your infection-fighting cells, lymphocytes, by helping them mature properly and balancing between aggressive and calm immune responses. The catch is that vitamin A is crucial, and yet too much of it can be toxic. Excessive vitamin A has been linked to a risk of liver damage, which then ironically can also harm your immune system. If you rely mostly on carotenoid-rich foods like carrots and spinach, you're less likely to overdose because your body converts only what it needs into active vitamin A. The best natural sources of vitamin A are liver, fatty fish, dairy, eggs for retinol, and bright orange or green veggies for carotenoids. If you suspect a vitamin A deficiency, such as having frequent respiratory infections, speak with a doctor who knows you personally before popping high-dose pills. Our next superstars are the B vitamins. The entire crew, from B1 to B12, are like the managers on your immune system's factory floor, keeping energy production on track so immune cells have the right type and amount of fuel to do their job. Vitamin B6 helps you churn out antibodies and influences how your body balances pro- and anti-inflammatory signals. But if you supersize it, like more than 100 or 200 milligrams a day long-term, you might face some nerve damage, such as numbness or tingling. Vitamin B9, or folic acid, is one of the most crucial vitamins for DNA synthesis. Your T cells are the marines of your immune system, and they rely on folic acid in order to multiply efficiently on short notice. But if you go overboard with folic acid supplements, you might mask a vitamin B12 deficiency, which can cover up some neurological issues. The key is to always follow your doctor's guidelines or the recommended daily allowances for your age group. Some other champions are vitamins B3 and B5, which are often a bit neglected, but they're key for your cell's metabolic processes and can even contribute to fighting inflammation in your body. Vitamin B12, on the other hand, is vital for red blood cell production and nerve function. A vitamin B12 deficiency can also dampen your immune response. Long story short, you want to ensure you get enough B vitamins through a balanced diet. Make sure to eat whole grains, legumes, leafy greens, and lean meats. If you're vegetarian or vegan, pay extra special attention to vitamin B12. Our next hero is vitamin C. This one is the antioxidant superstar. Everybody's heard it's good for colds, right? But here's why. Vitamin C helps your neutrophils, frontline immune cells, travel to infection sites and gobble up pathogens. They can then recruit other immune cells to the site of infection. Vitamin C helps the integrity of your membrane barriers, but it also supports the first responder cells of the immune system. As such, vitamin C can easily be titled the first responder vitamin. After all, the best defense against colds is their prevention. Vitamin C supports collagen production in your skin and mucous membranes, which not only provides a strong barrier for colds, but it actually supports youthful skin appearance. Its antioxidant properties help fight off harmful radicals that speed up aging. Vitamin C is a true superstar, but before you get too fascinated with it, know that you don't have to chug an entire gallon of orange juice daily. In general, 100-200 milligrams a day is more than enough to support your best health. Some studies show that taking higher doses of vitamin C can shorten colds, but super high doses, such as grams daily, can cause diarrhea or even raise the risks of kidney stones. Once again, it all comes down to balance. Mother Nature is quite good at balancing things out, so it's best to get these vitamins through your diet. If you have dietary restrictions and require supplements, make sure to follow the recommended doses for your age group or your doctor's recommendations. Our next immune champion is vitamin D, the immune regulator. Do you think you're getting enough vitamin D? Probably not, especially if you live in a cloudy area or you rarely see the sun. You may also be at risk if you live in sunny areas. Why? Because you're probably using a lot of sunscreen. Vitamin D is unique because we can manufacture it in our skin when exposed to UVB rays. This sunshine vitamin doesn't just help with bones. It's crucial for our immune system. It boosts antimicrobial proteins and keeps the immune system from going into overdrive. It supports regulatory T cells, which ensures you don't get stuck with a super intense inflammatory response. People with low vitamin D levels might face a higher risk of respiratory infections and more severe illness. Some research on vitamin D and COVID-19 suggests repeated moderate doses could help high-risk groups. The catch, again, is moderation. Too much vitamin D, think tens of thousands of IU daily for a long period, can lead to calcifications, kidney issues, and ironically mess up your immune balance. So get out in the sun responsibly. Include salmon or fortified dairy in your diet, and if you're concerned, get your levels checked. A supplement might help, but always follow personalized medical advice on dosing. Our next champion is vitamin E. This one is the cell defender. Vitamin E is another potent antioxidant. Think of it as a bodyguard for your cell's outer membranes. When free radicals try to damage those membranes, vitamin E steps in to quench them. This can lead to more robust T-cell function and sometimes improved antibody responses, especially in older adults. However, with vitamin E, more isn't always merrier. High-dose supplementation, above 400 IU daily, has been associated with a slight increase in hemorrhagic stroke risk. In other words, increased risk of bleeding. Scientists suspect it might disrupt vitamin K-dependent clotting factors. The bottom line is, if your diet already has nuts, seeds, and vegetable oils, you might not need a giant supplement of vitamin E. The next immune champ is vitamin K. This one is the assistant manager, but it's trying to get promoted to immune modulator. Vitamin K usually gets the spotlight for blood clotting and bone health. But did you know it might also dial down inflammation? Recent research hints that vitamin K can reduce the production of pro-inflammatory molecules and even nudge immune cells into a more regulatory stance. One big warning sign, though. If you're on a blood thinner like warfarin, big changes in vitamin K intake can throw your medication off balance. If you have bleeding disorders or take blood-thinning medication, never risk vitamin K supplements without consulting a doctor who knows your personal medical history. Vitamin K deficiency is actually quite rare. So a general safe rule of thumb is, don't worry too much about supplementing with vitamin K. Our next immune champion is actually a mini SWAT team of champions that act together. We're talking about the key minerals, zinc, selenium, and iron. Sometimes overshadowed by the vitamins, these minerals are just as important. Zinc, for example, helps with cell division, wound healing, supports your infection-fighting cells, and can even help shorten cold durations. On the other hand, excessive zinc, above 40 milligrams a day long-term, can cause copper deficiency, which would ironically degrade immune function. Selenium is vital for your antioxidant enzymes. When selenium levels are adequate, your body's defenses are stronger, both against colds and free radicals. However, selenosis, or selenium overload, is real, and symptoms include hair loss, digestive issues, and neurological problems. Iron helps build hemoglobin, but it's also crucial for certain immune cell functions. But then again, excess iron can fuel pathogens and trigger oxidative stress if it's not regulated properly. If you're not deficient, piling on iron supplements could cause digestive issues and do more harm than good. A lot of times, people start taking supplements and implement dietary changes when they realize that they are deficient in key micronutrients. But doing that can do more harm than good. Instead of overdosing on vitamins and minerals, make sure you take adequate amounts daily. Always remember, the best problems in life are the ones that you have prevented. Be mindful of your diet. A rainbow of veggies and fruits, whole grains, Lean proteins and healthy fats, like a Mediterranean-style diet, is typically the best way to cover your vitamin and mineral bases. If you suspect a deficiency due to living in a cloudy area, eating minimal animal products, or having chronic medical conditions, check with a healthcare provider. Sometimes a simple blood test can reveal more than you could imagine. Always consider medication interactions and try not to megadose any vitamins or minerals. The goal is balance. You want just enough to optimize immune function without tipping into excess. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more science-backed health content. Let us know in the comments below which vitamin or mineral you're most curious about. Are you rethinking your supplement regimen? Or maybe thinking about a spinach omelet tomorrow morning? Don't be shy to share your thoughts. That's all for today. Stay healthy, stay curious, and see you in the next one.